Hey everyone, welcome to the coronavirus Vince Business. We have my partner in crime here, Roberto Pacinelli, and myself, David Marcantonio. Thanks for spending some time with us today. I believe this is our third podcast.
Number 4, my friend. Number four. Right, Jeffrey? We got number 4. Time's flying. I know.
It is flying.
So much going on.
You know, that's not the only thing flying, because you know how we start this particular podcast off.
Yep.
Is with numbers. Ain't looking good in Canada. 120,000 tested, 1,740 confirmed cases, and unfortunately, we have 25 deaths. My heart goes out to the families. This thing doesn't seem to be stopping. You know, we're in a state of an emergency. I think all provinces went into the state of an emergency. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the big boys did. BC, Toronto, I believe BC. Yeah, so we're shutting down, I believe, tonight, right?
Yep.
11:59 p.m. All essential businesses or non-essential businesses are closed.
But I don't know.
Did
Did you see that list that Ford put out there? I havenn't seen a longer list of businesses in my life, to be honest with you. So what I originally thought was a shutdown seems to be, in reality, I'm going to call it a minor shutdown, because there's so many businesses listed as essential businesses where I don't even think it's half of the businesses. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure, but it just seems like a long-ass list. I wasn't expecting such a long list. That's just my opinion. What's your feedback on that?
Well, I didn't go through the entire list. Frankly, I think it's bogus. I think these guys are just firing off bullets and not even knowing what they're doing.
Yeah,
I don't even think they know what they're doing. You know,
I agree.
I do completely agree and support the fact that you guys stay home. You know, you can't be going around and infecting other people. You know.
Yep.
Because look at the numbers worldwide. You know, look at Italy.
It's getting a little crazy. You know, Italy broke some records, unfortunately, in the deaths.
Look at Spain.
Yeah, Spain is catching up. France is starting to climb up there, too.
Yeah, and they're using hockey stadiums to put the bodies in.
Terrible.
You know, can you imagine Air
Terrible.
Canada Center?
Terrible.
You know, we don't want that. Is it still called Air Canada Center?
Good question.
Actually, oh my God, man!
They did change it to Scotia Center. Yeah.
What a day! We're working hard. We're working hard for the businesses. That's why we're here. That's what we love to do. That's what we're trained to do. And I'm hoping that you business owners listening to this podcast understand that we're in times right now that we got to push forward more than anything. We got to stay positive. You know, obviously, we got to follow what Health Canada is saying. You know, you should follow what they're saying. I do believe that chilling out for a couple weeks is the right thing to do. But within those couple weeks, man, your business is not operating. Don't complain about it. Focus on what you need to do to come out of this.
Yep.
And that's why we're here. That's why you've been, training for 20 years. You've learned so much in the past 2 decades. You can offer a lot to these businesses.
Absolutely.
It's unfortunate that a lot of them don't take the opportunity, but I think they're going to take the opportunity now because they realize that digital is very important. Look at people that have never worked from home before having to work from home. People that have never used Zoom conference before or any conference digital platform are using it now.
Yep.
You know, they never thought that, they would ever have to use them.
You got it.
People that never thought they needed a e-commerce site need it now. Their product's stuck inside their warehouse and they can't sell it because you don't have a platform for them to purchase it on. You know, these business owners got to get their shit together.
I got a quote for you, Dave. You're going to love this. Tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. And this applies to everybody listening today. Action is the antivirus to the financial death of your business. Action today is the antivirus to the financial death of your business. How does that sound, Dave? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people say, but they don't do it.
Yep.
Like the ones that join the gym. They join the gym, they want to lose, but they don't go. Same thing. People want to increase their sales in their business, their top line. You know what I mean? Call it what you want. The accountants call it revenue, a sexy word for saying sales. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It means all the same shit. Increase your top line. How do you increase your top line? You got to use the tools out there, and you have to invest into yourself and into your business.
And if we look at that, how do you increase your top line? What does it take? There's really only two ways. A, you make more sales, or B, you make more per sale. That's really the only two ways if you break it down.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
You make more sales or you make more per sale.
Yeah.
So
How do you shouldn't stop that.
How do you make more per sale? How do you make more sales? Visibility, awareness,
Message.
Getting your message out there,
Yep.
showing your unique value proposition. And how do we do this? Ladies and gentlemen, social media, these tools are available. It's a godsend to be able to be home today and
Let me
have
jump in there for a second.
Yeah.
Social media. Everybody thinks that they grab their phones, they post, and that's it.
Nope.
Like, define what you mean by businesses using social media. Like, strip it down. Let them know. Not just posting. Like,
What
give an example of a business and then how you would utilize social media.
Great question. So, restaurants, one of the biggest impacted industries here in Toronto and worldwide, I imagine. What could restaurants be doing right now today? They're all closed down. No one can come into their establishments and eat.
You're looking at the microphones, making me laugh, man.
Sorry.
I'm thinking to myself, what's he looking at the mic for?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I tend to look at the mic. I don't know.
It's my eyes.
I'm daydreaming as I talk.
All right, let's start all over.
So,
the question is, let's circle back. Everyone thinks it's easy advertising their business on social media.
Yeah.
We know this because we get the calls all the time. The data is there. Our sales guy many meetings you've had with many different salespeople. Everyone's like, we're doing the social ourselves.
Yep.
And I want you to explain to them the difference of someone that knows what they're doing using those platforms versus somebody just going ahead and just posting.
99% of the people, probably yourselves, if you're using social media, this is what's happening. They're basically creating any content, whether it's a video, an image, or something. They post it, and they think that's it. That's all they got to do. No, that's not even scratching the surface, ladies and gentlemen. Social media platforms are made to be social. Would you imagine that? Social media platforms are made to be social. What does it mean to be social? Commenting, engaging with other people, providing value to them through comments, through direct messaging, and then posting content that your audience or your followers will get value from. So whatever that is, in our respect, we want to post content that's going to help business owners, just like we're doing right now. We're trying to tell you what to do. And if I could get more specific, if you're a restaurant, what can you do right now? Hey, you know what? There's lots you can do. Post videos about every dish that you make. Show them how you make that dish. Show them where you buy your potatoes and who your vendor is, and give a shout out to your potato vendor and say, hey, Sean delivers my potatoes. Shouts out to Sean from B&B Produce or whatever, and the reason you buy your potatoes from Sean is because of this, and the reason that you make your hamburger this way is because of this. So show everyone what it is that you do, why you do it, and a little bit of personality about yourself. And this is going to create some awesome content about your business.
So now you got all the content, you got all the goodies, right? You don't have a following. So it doesn't really mean anything.
You're right.
Post and all this, you know what I mean?
You're right.
What is it that you do once you have all this information, content you mentioned, pictures, videos, who the suppliers are, great points you made. What is it that you can do with the knowledge that you have?
You have to engage and be social on social media. So OPA, this is going back 2 episodes, I believe, using other people's audiences. Who is similar to you and has an audience that you would like to basically attract,
what do you do?
right?
You go get this audience for them?
Basically. So for me, for example, I'll go to Gary V's audience. I'll comment and message people in his comments and messaging. But I can't be just a sales kind of guy. Hey, look at me, come use my services, because no one's going to pay attention. You got to provide value. You got to engage. Give them what they want so that you can create that first step, which is that awareness.
Work. So if you're talking about a local restaurant,
Yep.
What tools are you going to use for that local restaurant in Toronto that wants to scale out, let everybody know who they are, why they want you to come and dine at their place? Are you going to geographically, utilize Facebook in a certain way to target a certain audience? Like they'll just post, right? But they need the right audience.
You're right.
So what can you do?
The quick and easy way is use paid advertising, paid dollars to get in front of that audience quickly. Yeah. And if you don't have any money or a budget for that, and ladies and gentlemen, we're talking even $5 or $10 a day will make a difference. We're not talking massive budgets here. $5 or $10 a day in paid Facebook ads is better than nothing, and it will get you that momentum building. And then if you don't have a budget, you follow and comment and engage with people that have your audience. Find out other restaurants that have a large following and start commenting on their posts. And you need to provide value here. Let's make this clear. You can't just, be a sleazeball and say, hey, come follow me. And, no one's going to engage like that. You got to be natural. It's kind of like kind of like going on a date, ladies and gentlemen. You can't go up to a girl and say, hey, are you ready to sleep with me as your opening line? Good luck. It's not going to happen. Yeah. She's going to tell you to beat it. You got to wine and dine, and hopefully you get the 69 at the end. So
I know. I remember I used to use all these tactics. I remember using the T one.
Oh. What's that? What's the tea one?
Would you like to go for a tea? Would you like to go for dinner? Awesome. Would you like to go for a drink?
That's awesome.
She was always used to having guys target her in various different, always the same
dinner and drink is so common. Tea is
tea at Tim Hortons. Back then, we're talking 10 years ago, So.
Oh man, I don't even remember those days myself.
So that's a little bit of what you can do on the social aspect, but it's a lot more than that. And the reason why there's marketing providers out there is because we know what we're doing.
Yep.
There's a reason. It's not something that you can learn overnight. This is what you do full time. You're not a restaurant owner that's in the kitchen. You're at the front of the house. You're the bartender. And now you're the social guy as well and the marketer. I'm not saying that it can't be done, but successfully, depending on how far you want to scale, how much you want to increase that top line, you have to concentrate on what you're good at.
Yeah.
And most, I can say, aren't. So that's where you come in, and that's where various other, I can't speak for all agencies, but that's what we're here for. And especially now. Now's a great time to start utilizing the social, because everybody's on their phones nowadays. They're looking for updates. Yeah. What's happening with this crisis, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with somebody being pro sales in these times.
Absolutely.
Okay? We're trying to, we know this is happening, so let's get back to normal life here. And let's get back to what we were happy with, going out, having a good time. And these businesses need to get out their message, because they're going to be closed for 3 weeks now, man. It's a long time. And you can't just open up the doors and expect everybody,
That's
to
right.
be there the next day. So there's a lot of work involved.
Another idea for restaurants, again, because they are so limited in what income they can make right now. So, I know they're able to do takeout, which limits them, especially if they're a fine dining restaurant. It's challenging to do takeout, right? So why not sell gift certificates now with some sort of a promotion behind it? So now you can start generating some income now for when this is all over, and it will be over eventually. When, hopefully sooner than later, but get that ball rolling. And it's a great way to give back to your audience, giving them some sort of a promotion now, and this is going to fill your seats quickly too, because you're pre-selling seats when you open your restaurant again. So, just a little example of what you can do now. And especially if you're creating that awesome content around the dishes that you make and something that is really good, people are going to share that. It's basically food porn. It's one of the most shared content out there. Everyone's always posting pictures of what they're eating, this and that. But now imagine you have this chef behind making the rigatoni, whatever, portobello. So, you know what I mean? I don't even think that's a dish, but I'm just saying.
You just made it.
Yeah, there you go.
You're making me hungry. Awesome.
I got one more example too. Personal trainers.
Yeah.
You obviously can't work at your gym. Your gym's closed. What do? Imagine you had an online platform and even basically automate what you do. So you have 10 videos of your training sequences, and basically you're offering this now at a subscription rate of whatever, $20 a month, $50 a month, and they're logging in and they're viewing the regular exercises through these videos you have made, and then maybe you're consulting them 1 hour a week. So again, there's so much opportunity to basically you're pivoting your business from in the gym to online, and even if this is a temporary measure, you may find that you may want to amplify that even when things do get better, because the potential, instead of you selling your time for money, now you're selling your assets that you've built, which are scalable very easily. Because imagine 10 people watching the same video at the same time, or even 1,000. It's easy to do because YouTube can handle that. But if you're selling your time in front of 1,000 people, it's going to take you 1,000 hours basically. So I think you get the picture.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for being with us for another episode of Coronavirus Vince Business.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Comment. If you don't like this, let us know.
If you
let
don't
us
like
know.
Rob, if you don't like me, just comment. Right? Unsubscribe. Trying to make these 12 minutes, 13 minutes.
I tend to do that too much.
Off my game a little bit today, but I still believe there's so much opportunity. Like these restaurants, when I was in the restaurant business back in the days, it was fucking tough with SARS. I think it's even more difficult because of social, but yet these guys got, what you said is right. The gift certificate thing there, they have to start planning now, right? Because people will go out. Look at Natalia. Oh, her nails are broken, her hair hasn't been done, and people are going to go out. So, and people want to help too. Genuinely want to help businesses. Genuinely, how do you stop just going out, dude? It's impossible. Yep. We've been doing it for fucking 40 years, 44. Been doing it like we've been going out since we're fucking 15. Like, it's not going to happen. But, hey, if you think you're going to sit there and just do nothing, you're going to die.
Yeah.
If you're going to do, you got to do something. Got to do something, man. You have to. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, we're not in a position like some of these other businesses. God, I could just imagine, them having to lay off hundreds of people, inventory stuck inside their warehouses, some companies run on thin margins at the end of the month. Look what this just did to them. So they make money on volume. Mm-hmm. Like, it's crazy. It is something that you should have been prepared for, but yet, how do you prepare for it? It's fucking dead out there, man. And this is gonna continue for some time.
Dave, the shit that I've been talking about was a lot of this stuff for how many years? The last 10 years. And even me still, I never would have imagined something like this.
I told you a year ago, man.
But not like this. Like, the whole fucking world is literally shut down, guys. That's fucked. I never would have thought how fast we got there. Like, I can't even believe it. Like, I see pictures of Poland, people going in. It's fucking like Walking Dead. Like, there's no one around. It's crazy. I can't even believe it, man. Yeah. So, yeah.
Trump is talking about hitting the reset button. These guys don't know what to do. These guys in power, they don't know what to do. They're fucking confused. Today, they didn't even pass a bill because they don't want to give power to the liberals. So is it the liberals taking advantage of, they want full power to do whatever? And the conservatives are saying, no, you just need a little bit now to fix this problem. Like, I don't know. I got to strip it down to find out.
Problem, reaction, solution, as per David Icke. This problem was created on purpose.
Yeah.
They get the reaction. Everyone's scared as shit.
And then they put these little measures in place.
And now I tell you a few of the agendas. The vaccines are going to be absolutely mandatory. Cash is completely gone. It's
Cash
already
is trash.
done. Freaking who knows what else, you know? A vaccine thing is part of the agenda too. Because who the hell is not going to do a vaccine now after all this shit? I tell you right now. I still won't. But the masses, including the people that were on the fence, they're absolutely... And when they hear people like me saying, oh, you're not vaccinated? I'm becoming the worst fucking person in the world. You know?
I think about it every day, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I think about it every day. Sometimes I go home, the kids are sleeping already because I have long days, right? I'm thinking, fuck, did I make the right decision? Hey, what are we going to do, man? Let's push forward.